Hi friends, welcome to Pictures and Paintings. This yawning little lion cub was just too cute for me to ignore. It is actually surprising but true. Lions can actually spend up to 20 hours in a day just sleeping. So that tells us why they keep yawning. When I painted this picture, the interesting challenge was to get the furry look without actually painting the fur itself. And also in the reference, the cub was sitting in a grassland. I felt that partially showing the sky would show the vulnerability of the cub in the open space. So that was the only modification I did to the reference. Otherwise, the reference was really good.
As usual, the first step to my painting is to get the pencil sketch on the paper. This phase was pretty straightforward as I wasn't changing much from the reference image. So I initially focused on getting the composition on the paper right. So some of the things to think through in this stage is to ensure the cup is neither too small nor too big, and there is enough space around the cup but not too much of space. And once the spacing and the position was right, I also went in and added the environment around the cup. Like I had mentioned, while the reference had a lot of grass blades around the cup, I consciously kept it only in the foreground and the sides, and left the background plain and empty. When it is time to give birth, a lioness leaves her pride and has her babies in dense cover. Baby lions remain hidden for 1 to 2 months before being reintroduced with the rest of the pride. Once the sketch was all done, I used masking fluid to mask off portions where I thought I will have to preserve the whites. So primarily all the whiskers and teeth to preserve the whites, and also grass strands. At this stage, I did not have any plans for the grass strands, so I thought I would mask it and towards the end take a call. Normally, I start my paintings from eyes and nose of the characters. In this picture, it was interesting. The mouth looked like the prominent portion, which is going to add a lot of interest in this image. So I decided to start with the mouth, and I wanted to ensure it is dark enough, but still we can see enough details inside the mouth. My first pass, as usual, was a very pale light pass, but then slowly I kept adding details to that. I followed the mouth with a quick light pass for the nose, squinted eyes, and the face itself. Normally, when I do the base pass, I tend to get a little nervous about how the painting would turn out because I don't do any value study or color study before actually doing the painting. While it's a good practice to do all those, for me, due to lack of time, I normally try to do all those in my mind and then move on to picture. In this painting, because the lion cub is actually very furry, I did not give a very even flat base washes for the body. To give it the indication of fur, I consciously left some gaps between my strokes, and the wide gaps in between broke the base wash and gave the look of clumps of fur together. The color choices for the characters always plays a huge role in how the painting turns out. And here in this case, I decided to go with yellow, ochre, and brown. The mother acts as the protector by finding the safest hiding places she can and picking up each cub in her mouth one by one to move them. But she also has to go and hunt for to ensure she keeps herself healthy, and there is constant supply of milk for the cubs. So there would be times where the cubs are left alone, where the cubs will have to manage and survive by themselves. The lion cubs start to eat meat only after about 3 months, And because lions are carnivorous, they will eventually only eat meat as they grow up. Lion cubs spend most of their day playing, which is serious business for baby lions. Lion cubs play by stalking each other, playing hide and seek, and wrestling with each other. This is a very important part. By doing this, they develop vital skills that they will use later in life when they have to hunt for themselves. Once the base wash was painted, I removed the masking fluid from the teeth and started adding details from the mouth. I knew that this is one portion where I don't want to compromise, so I made it look as realistic as I can in the time I had. Once the tongue and mouth was painted, I started adding details around the face, and that was pretty much straightforward, like any painting that we do. Unlike what we see in Lion King movie, male lions play no paternal role in raising the baby lions. The responsibility for training them to hunt is with the mother. Male lions, however, protect the lion babies from danger. And when the male cubs are 2 years or older, their father drive them away from the pride. This is to ensure he keeps the competition away. Did you know? Lions are very affectionate towards one another. They exhibit this by rubbing their heads, grooming, and by purring. They are the most sociable of all the big cats. They live in groups called prides, which usually consists of related females and their offsprings. Often, the size of a pride would be 10 to 15 lions, but this can go up to 40 members also. All the lactating females in the pride suckle cubs, showing no favoritism for their own offspring. And another interesting fact which I came across was lions can go up to 4 days without drinking water. But if available, they will drink water every day. In dry areas, a lion can get their water from their prey, and they are even known to drink from plants. And once the lion cub was fully painted, I removed the masking fluid from the grass strands and started adding the grass details. Lions undoubtedly are at the top of the food chain. Is there anything that can potentially threaten their existence? Interestingly, lion cubs have a high mortality rate of 60 to 70%, which means out of every 100 cubs born, 60 to 70 perish. They are sometimes trampled by large animals like buffaloes, and when another group of male lions take over the pride, they kill all the cubs so that they can have their own gene in the group. And also, they are known to be vulnerable to predators like hyenas, leopards, jackals, and even pythons and large eagles. At this stage, I had a good pause of everything, so I added a little bit more saturation on the body of the lion cub in the front portion, and started adding more contrast on the grass strands. I did not want to make the lion cub too dark. I wanted it pretty bright and nice. So to have it stand out, I felt that adding a little bit more contrast on the grass in front of it would take the attention more on the face. At this stage, I was pretty happy with how the picture was coming. It was a simple, uncomplicated one, and I wanted to leave it that way. The only portion where I felt it would have been better is the whiskers. The white whiskers weren't really coming as I expected. So maybe at a later point of time, I want to pick this painting back and try using an alternate medium to have the whisker stand out. But for the moment, that's it. I'm done.
Thank you for watching this till the end. See you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye.